exciting game Saturday night. It was a great atmosphere at Rowan. I think we got to play in front of about 5,000-6,000 people. It was exactly what we expected it was going to be. Two physical teams, two well-coached teams, two teams that were hungry to win the game. A lot of ebbs and flows throughout the game. We started off pretty well. First two drives, it was 11-play, 85-yard touchdown drive, maybe the 13-play, 96-yard touchdown drive to go up 2 scores. And then Rowan came right back, making plays of their own. We had a big field goal to put us back up 3. We did a good job bottling up the run and bottling up their kick return. Elijah Rem for them, number 6, is a tremendous player, and we focused on him probably since the spring, since he got to us last year with 2 kick returns, so we were making sure that our cover units were as sound as we possibly could make them. They have a big physical back, big physical line. The quarterback played great. They ran the speed option against us and beat us over the top a couple times. They were running it into the boundary, and our corners were getting sucked up in there, and they were able to throw it over our heads. So, moving forward for us, we've got to continue to try and stop the run. I think our guys up front played pretty well in the box defensively. We got to eliminate the big play. We have to be more consistent. We started off pretty well, and then in the third quarter we kind of let the momentum be stolen from us. But I'm proud of our kids, how they battled all 4 quarters and were able to to come out on top. This week we have to get prepared again. We travel to Lyoming. It's an overnight trip for us. It's a little unusual at our level. We don't get week-to-week overnight stays in the hotel, so our schedule's been a little changed. We just continue to talk to our kids about doing their jobs, staying consistent, and preparing. We're going to go up there again. They're a well-coached team. Coach Clark and his guys, lots of tradition, lots of pride in that program. I'm expecting a good football game, and we're excited to compete.
Mike, in this game, like Widener was always kind of one of the rivalries in the MAC. Is it still that way? Is it still a huge deal with you guys at Widener?
Yeah.
Like that game?
Sure. There's a lot of, I think every week in the MAC's a huge game. Our conference, is tough week in and week out. You got to be ready to play and ready to prepare. If you go back in history and you're looking at the Rowan, the Lyoming and Widener matchups, talking 20 conference titles for Widener. I think they have 15. I believe we're the only 2 programs to play in a Stag Bowl in our history. So there's certainly, this game certainly means a lot to a lot of people within our program, certainly means a lot to a lot of people in their program. But we talk about consistency. It doesn't matter who we're playing or where we're playing, it better mean a lot to our guys.
I saw Sean McGee, he started at quarterback. Was that a last-second change? Or?
Yeah, Friday. Friday we got some information about Mitch academically. Had to make a decision with him, so we went with Sean.
Coach, of course, he always talks about the overnight trips. A chance for the team to bond. So how much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Going into this year, you're looking at, it's our first year, in this regime, and we're on the road 7 times, including our scrimmage this year. So it gives us an opportunity to get closer as a team, come together, and I think in the future, it's going to make us a little tighter and continue to foster the culture that we really want. But anytime you put 17 to 22-year-old guys on a bus that aren't used to that and staying in a hotel, we got to coach everything now, so we got to make sure we're coaching that up as well.
It's pretty obvious to you immediately when you took over what Gillespie brings to the table.
Yeah, James is, being here at Villanova, that name probably is familiar, and I saw a lot of stuff, and I'm going to take the time to talk about it. Colin, the point guard here, is a wonderful kid. That's his big brother. All the stuff that's on the internet of who the little brother is, that's his big brother. And James is, I'll get emotional talking about him, but he is, I got a 7-month-old son at home, and if he grows up to be like James Gillespie, then I did my job.